Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. How y'all doing? It's Kaiser and Joker. Foile sets a new record. And, well, it's not a good one. So let's get straight into it here. So, yeah, this movie has kind of gotten a little bit of a reputation as being that movie that really just kind of didn't want to exist in the first place. We kind of know from what we have been able to figure out that, yeah, director Todd Phillips was like, yeah, I really have no interest in doing a sequel to 2019's Joker. And then Warner Brothers threw a like shitload of money at him, like $20 million, something like that, to direct another movie. And he's like, fuck it, I'll do it. But he basically, I swear to God, I think that this man actually somehow trolled, got the green light to troll his own studio, and it's absolutely insane. And yeah, right, it's pretty wild to see that critics and fans all kind of matching up on this one. I mean, yeah, they released this movie at a film festival back in like July or August, and it absolutely bombed there. And then those reviews from the critics just sat there for all this time up until this movie released last week. And yeah, last week it did not do good numbers at all. It really only pulled in like a minuscule amount of money at the box office in its first week. And then here we are in its second week, and it has set a new record with guess what? It lost a lot of its viewership. So Todd Phillips' Joker Foile has broken another Hollywood record, but not the good kind you want. Box office returns for Phillips' sequel show that it has now surpassed the Marvels for a metric that no one in particular wants to thrive on. The single worst second week box office drop off in comic book movie history. Oof. While the film's takings dropped 82% from this week for first weekend to second weekend. That was, yeah, it's a bomb, folks. There's nothing else I could say. Even Hollywood Reporter saying that Joker box office shocker Foile bombs with 37.8 million opening after receiving a D cinema score. Yeah, cinema score gave this movie a D rating. Like, that's how much even the critics don't like it. And now cinema score, which is actually from like this is ratings from like post track on with audiences, how they're thinking about it. They hated it. So even the audiences hate this thing. And Deadline's saying no one's laughing now. Joker falls down with 39 million to 40 million opening. How the sequel went sideways, and including Sunday box office numbers. So yeah, as of the Sunday morning update, quote, "This isn't a box office marketplace problem. It's a creative development problem," declared one movie marketing vet this weekend over Warner Brothers' bold swing and a foul, Joker, which was at a production cost of $190 million plus. Yeah, coming way, way below forecast at 39 million. Steeper than the 47 million, which was spotted by the town yesterday. Warner's reporting 40 million this morning. How others see it lower. Amazingly, the studios overseas 80 million plus projections held up, with that bringing in 81.1 million in total, bringing the worldwide total to 121 million, not the projected 140 million plus. Yeah, if anyone was betting on Joker has a winning intent poll for their fantasy box office league this year, or a year out, well, I'm sorry, you lost a ton of cash. It's certainly lower than the start of the Marvel Studios bomb last fall. The Marvels, That was at 46.1 million. More people saw Marvels at 3.3 million admissions in its opening weekend versus Joker's 2.5 million per intelligence.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to swing it there. The Marvels, like in just terms of attendance, did better than Joker. Yeah, that is a whole bunch of that is fucking awful. And so now that we're left asking, okay, where does the blame lie? And look, I don't know how else to slice it other than I think that aside from the studio being a little bit asleep at the wheel and just giving Todd Phillips a little bit too much leeway with this one, even though he kind of already brought them a couple of really highly profitable movies. Well, yeah, let's just be honest here. Like I'm going to say that the blame lies with the director, but some audience members and some critics think that well, there's a different blame at work here. Joker failure highlights sexist double standard in comic book movies.
Oh wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Yeah. So according to MovieWeb here, and again, like the bastion of absolutely just based movie information, it is not. Let's just read what they have to say here. Still, it spoke to another case of how female-centric superhero movies are treated far more harshly than male-led ones. Oh, here we go. While The Marvels was a box office disappointment, it performed better on its opening weekend than Joker Fiddly-Doo. Headlines about The Marvels were much more doom and gloom. Everything was put on the shoulders of The Marvels, where Joker 2 was treated as a one-off. The release and fallout of Joker 2 highlights the sexist double standard of how people talk about female-led superhero movies, one that is sadly as old as the genre itself. Long story short, when a male-led superhero movie like Morbius, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Joker, Folie, flops, it's because of several factors. When female-led ones like the Marvels, Birds of Prey, and Madam Web flop, it's because solely of whom the lead is.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
Just gonna say it out there. Yeah, and here's why that's bullshit. Because, yeah, all of those movies that they just mentioned, yeah, they were flops and they were terrible. And guess what? The Marvels, Birds of Prey, Madam Web, all of them were just as badly, flops. And look, let's be completely honest. Marvels, the director coming out against that one early on, you had just the budget ballooning up like $300+ million, and then of course you had just the fact that nobody really wanted to see that movie because of the just the way they treated the character of Miss Marvel in the MCU or MCU, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they pretty much just turned her into this smug, just condescending. Sorry, I'm just going to say it. Smug, condescending bitch. And nobody liked. And then, of course, Birds of Prey. Yeah, nobody cared about that movie. It really didn't need to be made. And then Madam Web was, by all intents and purposes, just an absolute just shit show. Like poorly made, poorly produced, all of that. It's a thing. So, yeah, Joker, I don't know. So yeah, Joker Foile made 51.6 million at the domestic box office in total. Internationally, it's got 113.7 million. So for a worldwide box office take of $165.3 million right now, against a production budget of 190 million, from what information I've been able to find out, that means that the actual break even for this movie is going to be about $600 million. And yeah, this movie is not going to make back that money. It is going to be a huge loss for Warner Brothers. I mean, if you can even look at the chart, like what this movie did, yeah, Joker had an 81% drop in viewership over from weekend to weekend, according to this chart. Only brought in $7 million just in total over the weekend. You know, comparing that to Terrifier 3 and Wild Robot, like absolutely just stomping all over Joker. And yeah, it's not going to end well for this movie. And from everything that we're seeing, yeah, it kind of deserves it. I mean, it seems to ruin the first movie too. So yeah, I'm just going to say probably not a good idea to go out and waste your money on this one. But hey, you do get you. And as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section down below. And I will see you on the next video. Peace.